Good evening, everyone. It's Susan Kennedy here, and I'm hosting this week live from Newcastle in New South Wales. So I come down here every so often and do some work. Had a fabulous time, and been doing lots of readings, lots of teaching. And one of the things that's come up is one of the things I'm going to talk about before I do my first couple of readings. So many people at the moment are wondering, how do they find their purpose? And it's this big question, what am I here for? What is my specific purpose? What am I, meant to do with this amazing life that I have? And I guess what I've realized is that everybody is here with a specific purpose. And when you can connect with your passion, you will find what that purpose is. So it's really important for you to be able to recognize what you love doing. As a child, there were things that perhaps you wanted to do that you didn't do. And I know that those are the things that when you reconnect with them will really open up what your purpose is and what your passion is. Because more than anything, I believe that as spiritual beings, our purpose is actually to live with this huge amount of joy, with this incredible bliss, and to be able to live a life that has meaning for us. Now, you can't have meaning for anybody else if you don't have meaning for yourself first. So again, it's the old story of finding what it is that makes you happy, what makes your heart sing. And when you get involved in the things that you really love, your world just opens up because you become more confident, you become happier. And when you're happy and you're confident, you have this amazing feeling that you can do anything. And then you might say, oh yeah, well actually I've always wanted to be a writer, so now I'm going to go and do that writing course. Or I've always wanted to become an amazing artist, so now that I'm actually following my passion, whatever that might be, I feel better, I feel more confident, I feel more alive. So your whole purpose, your first purpose in life is to be true to yourself, and that when you find that and you are true to yourself and you make yourself happy, you then have the capacity to learn more about other things, to actually go out there and find your bigger purpose. And I always believe our greater purpose is helping other people find theirs. So as you find what makes you happy, then I'm sure that you will find you're in a space where you can really do more things for other people. So I'll leave you with that for the week. It's only a very small thought, but it seems something that has come up time and time again with me for the readings this week. And I honestly know that when it's a theme that is there, something I'm also meant to speak about. So remembering nobody else can make you happy. It's your job to take responsibility for your life and your happiness so that you can live with joy, authenticity and passion. When you find that passion, go out there and do it and enjoy it and don't feel guilty. So I'm going to take my first caller, who is Roxanne in Glendale, California. Hello, Roxanne. How are you?
Hi, Susan. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Did I say Glendale correctly?
Yes, you did.
We have the same suburb in the town where I'm reading from today.
Oh, where is that at?
Same name. It's in Newcastle in New South Wales.
Oh, okay,
in Australia.
all right.
So it's in, it's about 10 minutes away. So how could I help you today, Roxanne?
I would like to know if you could tell me where my life is headed right now, if I'm heading in the right direction.
Okay. All right. And can I just get your, please?
I'm sorry?
Could I get your birthday?
Yes, 10/10/1964.
Your date of birth? Yeah. Okay. 10/20/22, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, you're in a very creative year, and when I see where's your life heading, I feel like I'm still looking at things very deeply, and I feel I'm still very fearful of whatever the next step is. I don't feel there is a need to be fearful because I do feel you are on the right path, but it's still I have to overcome that fear. And I feel I'm afraid of other people's judgment with what I'm doing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So this is an important time for you to recognise it's time for you to stand up and own the gifts that you have and own the energy that you have so that you can be of more service to others. Are you looking at this work as well? Do you do this work?
What I'm doing is I'm looking to move from California to Missouri, and that would help me to be able to pursue a career there that I'm looking at. And I'm being held back because my 15-year-old daughter doesn't want to leave here. So,
yeah. So with that, it's about you recognising that this is as much your life as it is hers. And I do feel that the move will be very powerful for you. There's a lot of guilt there, you know, there's a lot of that energy of, oh, am I doing the right thing? And I feel that, you know, it's really about letting go of what everybody else is saying to you and really tuning in and trusting that this is the right thing for you. Because my sense is that when you make that move, it's a much different energy for you. And it's a place where what you want to do will be, it just feels very different. I feel like I must already know people in Missouri. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, because it feels like I'm going home. I feel like I'm in a more welcoming place, a more supportive place. So it's as though I already know all of this. And my fear is, you know, I guess it's the criticism from your daughter, but also maybe other people saying, oh, look, you know, she took her daughter away and all of this. So it's letting go of everybody else's input. And really that when you make that move, I feel it will be a very strong lesson, not so much lesson, but it'll be a very good time for your daughter as well, because I feel that there's been a bit of, I don't want to say depression, but I feel that her energy will clear a lot more when she is in Missouri as well.
Yes.
And it's difficult when you're 15 because, you know, there's this, I feel like she compares herself a lot to other people.
Yes.
And I also feel, that she's struggling a lot with herself. And so I feel that the move will be beneficial for her and it will be beneficial for you. And really she's just fearful because she's already in a place where it's almost as though, oh, Mum, it's been hard enough as it is. And now this is another move. And yet it will make her stronger and it will make you stronger. So I really feel that what you're going to do is give her the key to finding herself and her strength and her ability to be accepted. So I feel that she'll have a lot more support there as well.
Great.
Yeah. So, you know, when I look at this year for you, it's very much about creativity, about the ideas, about the thinking. And are you a teacher?
Well, I'm going to be teaching fitness. And I had just gotten my certification for that.
Beautiful.
So there's a need for it there in Missouri that they don't have many places there that they do instruction for that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, again, what I sense there is it feels as though there is more community in the place that you're going to.
Yes.
That what you will do is bring a lot more of the softness, the kindness, the community, the fitness. And I feel that you'll be working with a lot of very, very tired women is what I want to say. I feel that there is energy there where they need new life. That you'll be working not just with the fitness, but also, so it's to trust your feelings, that your feeling is right, that you can bring a lot of new life. I also feel that you'll be working with nutrition and also with the energy of the mindset with people. So yes, you'll be working with fitness, but as you work and as you grow personally, I feel your work will expand. But I know that it feels as though there's a lot of people there that really need you.
That's what
and
I
know that
too.
when you make that move, there's going to be a huge transformation. Yeah. So it's to trust it, and it's already as though I feel like I've got people that have already made opportunities, or it's as though I see people saying, please come, please come, please come.
Yeah.
And we will make this readily available for you. Yeah. So it's as though there's been a space already offered for you to do the work. So it's to take it, accept it. No, when things move or when things open up, it's always a sign for me that it is something that's meant to happen. And when you're in service, and what you're doing is really in service, because you're teaching other people how to take care of their physical body, which also then takes care of their mindset, which then takes care of them accepting more responsibility for themselves. So what you're really doing is helping humanity. You know, you're helping the world to be a better place. So I know that what you do, you have a higher calling to do it. So trust it, do it. Your daughter will actually, I feel, get involved as well. She can be a little bit sullen and a little bit stubborn.
Yes,
but I
very
really
much.
feel that once she gets there, she's going to really, but I feel that once she's there, she'll be like, oh, okay then, and that she will actually get involved with you, and it's going to turn, it's almost you'll get your little girl back, because I feel that she's been missing for a little while, and I do feel that you'll get her back.
Great.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm feeling
very
too. Thank you so
positive,
much,
and
Susan.
That's okay. You have a wonderful evening, and all the very best with it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank
the
you.
call. Thank you.
That's okay. Thanks for coming on to the show. Okay. So that's lovely, isn't it? Somebody following their passion and their purpose. So now we've got April in El Cajon, which is near San Diego. How are you, April?
Very good, Miss Susan.
Thank you. Thank you. I love I love that. I love being called Miss Susan. Whenever I come to the States, that's what people call me. It's beautiful.
No one
So
has ever
how
called
can I
you
help
that
you
before.
today?
Very good, I would say.
Yeah, no, when I come over there, I do get called that. How could I help you?
Well, I've been feeling a little bit weak and drained for a while now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and also a bit weak in the legs and a whole bunch.
Okay. And April, can I just get your birthday if you don't mind?
Sure. 6/12/91.
6/12/1991. So 26, 7, 8, 9, 29, 11, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so one of the things I feel with you is that I have a sense that you're not really doing what you want to be doing.
What do you
So
mean by that?
it's almost an energetic. Well, I feel that I'm not doing the things I really want to do in life. I feel as though I'm either restricted or I'm listening to other people. In my mind, it's as though I want to get going, but what I'm sensing is I feel like I'm being forced to actually stop at the moment and reassess everything in my life. So it's about really reconnecting with yourself. Because even though, the weakness and the being drained is, for me, it's a time to really reconnect with what it is you want to do. And I feel as though have you been doing a lot of studying?
Not really, I would say. It's just, for me, I never study, but only once in a while.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling overwhelmed with paperwork or bookwork, or I just feel as though I'm exhausted through the work that I'm doing. And I feel there's a lot of fear around me with what I'm doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry?
Well, yes, that's true. And one fact, the only thing I do when I'm around my house, because I can't be walking a lot because of my leg conditions, take the little bird to school, then back home, clean the house, and then do a little bit of cleansing around the house.
Yeah. So I don't feel it's, the thing what I'm sensing is this is time for me to actually find my purpose and my passion. And the weakness and the feeling drained is about you connecting back to your power of, you know, what do I do with my life now? I feel a lot of worry around money with you. There's a lot of fear with you. So at some level you have to let go of the fear. And I feel that, have you been a little bit depressed as well?
Sometimes, yes, but the other day, I don't know if it'll sound crazy to you or something. The other day when it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I thought I felt something touching my hairs, and when I woke up, I didn't see anyone. So, I'm saying, what is going on?
Okay, so what's going on at the moment is an awakening. So it's the awakening of your power and your freedom. And I just have a sense of that not being anything malevolent, but being more a sense of, in a way, your spirit guides sort of saying, come on, this is time now. It's time for you to reconnect with your power. It's time for you to do something different. It's time for you to get outside more, to connect back more with your community. Because my sense is that since you've had your children, you're not doing as many of the things that you really enjoy to do. And it's time now. It's time to stop comparing yourself with other people, time to really get yourself out there and just to stop that internal battle that goes on within you. Because, am I right? Are you a single mum?
No, not a mom. A single sister, you might say.
Oh, okay, so they're not your children?
Say again?
They're not your children, is that what you're saying?
No, I've been an only child for 20 years, and then out of the blue, my mom, she has another child, so I have a little brother in my end.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so again, this is, I just see new vision coming for you. I feel like the energy with your legs, with your weakness, is about you making a move out of where you are and finding. So I feel as though I need to be studying. I feel as though I need to be learning something new so that I actually find my sense of my power again. I know it's very difficult for you at the moment, but I feel there's lots of gifts that you have that you're not using. So the biggest thing I feel is your life is about to really shift and change as you connect back into the community. You know, you're in a year of new beginnings, and the year for you is about learning how to, to actually take your life back. So how old are you now? What's your age?
26.
26 or
26.
26, yeah. So you're going into some really fabulous times, and I feel that you're. Do you work? Are you working in hospitality?
No. What I do is work in JCPenney in Parkway Plaza, and I'm a maintenance supervisor.
Okay. So with all of that, you know, I feel that your work is good, but I need to get myself out in the, you know, I need to go out more. I need to be more involved, take the invitations when they come. And I do feel that there's a trip coming for you. I feel there's a holiday coming that you're either saving for or you've been thinking about. So it's now time to actually go do it and to make that trip and the time away. So all about you learning more about yourself. I feel the energy that you have at the moment is really just shifting and changing within you. I don't feel it to be anything physical that is going to stop you. It's more, how can I support myself more? Sugar feels bad for you. So any, you know, sugar there, it's about balancing your blood sugar so that you're eating properly, cutting out any soft drinks, any of those sorts of things, and getting back to a practice of yoga and meditation. I feel they're things you've either done or do those.
Usually sometimes I meditate, but usually in my book I don't have time to do it because first it's the house cleaning and then do the other things.
Yeah. And really what you've got to do is turn it around so that you do the things for you first, which again gives you more energy to do the other things. I feel that you will make those shifts and those changes. And, you know, if I look at the year you've got coming up next year, I feel your work going more and more into the organisational side of it, where you're more in charge. You know, I feel that you'll be given extra responsibility, but you have to let go of some of the responsibility at home, because a lot of it isn't your responsibility, but you've taken it on. So more and more, this is about you stepping out, getting into your life, taking your life back into your hands. And, you know, when I look at your numbers, you're a number 11, which is a master number. But what that means is double challenges. So your job is to become as independent as you can.
Mm-hmm.
I know it, yeah. And I know that you feel tired, but I also feel it's because there is so much demanded of you and you're giving too much. So looking at the diet, changes in the diet are going to help. I feel that you're not sleeping as well as you could be. I would like to sage your house. So I feel like you need to sage the house. And one of the things that comes through for you is to switch off from the computer after sort of 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So, you know, Facebook or whatever, any of those electrical things, and get back to doing some reading, proper reading. Because that will help.
That's what I do
unwind
sometimes.
your mind.
That's what I do also in my spare time. I do card readings.
Yeah. Well, so it's
usually,
time to get back to the
in my
reading.
spare time. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Because the reading, what you find is with the reading, what you read for people is usually what you need. And you have to be in your joy and your passion. So doing the card readings for others will give you the extra, the joy, the passion, also that connection with your spirit, because it's a time when you're helping people doing what you love to do. Because I feel that is something that you really do love to do. So move more into that so that you are, empowered.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because
So I feel that your readings will... You bought a new desk? Perfect.
I bought a new deck, and the deck is very accurate.
Right, so I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning, because I know what I see is always correct, but I just misinterpreted it. So at the beginning, I was seeing you overwhelmed with readings, which was books falling on you. So what I know is you're going to have a lot of readings come to you, and really you're going to have to be very organised about your time. And recognising also that you're very empathic, so you're probably picking up a lot on what other people are feeling. Right now in the world, there is a lot of instability, so you need to be very mindful of your own energy, and you need to make sure that you call all of your energy back to you when you've finished a reading, that you ask to let go of anything that isn't yours, so that you're not carrying the energy of other people. It's very important to have really strong boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that you're doing that. And I know that so you've got the best of both worlds, really, because you have a good job and you've got your readings, and you have to let go as much as you can of the other responsibilities that are not really yours, but which you take on.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel as though, as well, I want to clear in my space that I do my readings in. I feel I need to clear that space, and I'm seeing beautiful crystals on the table as well. So I feel as though I have a beautiful pyramid or a beautiful crystal there. So all of that feels very, very lovely, and work that you're very suited to. And again, for you, it's all about learning through experience. That every experience you have, you will learn from, you will grow, and really just enjoy the time that you're doing that.
You're right on one thing. I do have a crystal, not on my desk, but in my 3 altars.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, I have the angel altar.
I have more than one thing, but
the saint altar and the Buddha altar. So, and a big
good.
And a big bottle of crystal. So. So I can
Beautiful.
feel like...
So now this is, yeah. So connecting, this is all about you looking after your physical health. So if you're going to read, you have to really look after your physical health, get your foundation strong, keep that going. I do feel you will be learning more and more. You know, I did say study was coming in. I did say that there's fear there. So it's all about letting go, and just focusing on what you do well. Don't worry about being judged. Don't worry about being, getting everything right. What you have to do is really focus on working from your heart and just then allowing people to come. So I wish you well with it. You're going into a year all about balance and choices next year. So make the choices that are right for you and enjoy your reading.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
Yes,
Thanks, April.
Yes, and the cards the new deck that I got, it's the Virgin Mary deck, and it's very, very accurate.
Oh, beautiful. It is very accurate. They're very beautiful, and you have that strong connection with it, with her working with you. So, yeah, enjoy all of that, and look forward to maybe seeing your progress. Thank you, April. So there you go. That's our show for this week. All about connecting with passion, all about finding purpose, and actually so important for everybody, for the people on the show tonight, for myself, for everybody, that you find your joy and that you live your joy. It's about living your life for yourself, and then the work that you do will become your passion, and your life will just open in so many extraordinary ways. But if you do anything and you don't do it with passion, you won't be doing it to the best of your ability. So just smile, open up the doorways, look deep inside and say, what do I really love doing? If you really love connecting with people, find ways to do it. If you really love being outside, find ways to do it. So I'm about to go and connect with a friend, and then I'm off on the airport back to the Gold Coast. So I will see you on Living and Loving Life again very soon. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.